Hey, I'm Chandler, and today I'm going to tell you guys about my tiny house. I am 24 years old, I'm active duty in the Army, and I've been living in this tiny house for the last year and a half. When I was 22, I moved it from Tennessee to my first duty station at Fort Carson, Colorado. And this is a video about how I've been living in my tiny house, kind of a video about my truck, my additional trailer that goes on the back of the tiny house, and my backyard. And I'm just going to show you guys what it's been like for me. So come on along. Okay, I'm going to take the camera off the tripod. I'm going to show you the inside of my house. So while I'm grabbing the camera, I'm going to talk to you about how well insulated this trailer is. And you'll first notice it's not white, it's not tan, like every RV you see going down the road. No, this RV is bright red, race red. And I think it's a testament to how well insulated it is. The manufacturer of this trailer said it's so well insulated, we're willing to accept the fact that it's going to absorb a little bit more heat from the sun and exchange it for a pretty color. The walls of the trailer are 3 inches thick with 2 inches of spray foam. Okay, and here we are inside of the house. First, here in the back, we've got the living room. We got a couch. This couch made of leather. You can pull that thing out, make a bed out of it just like that. Pretty simple to use. We got a fireplace back here that's an electric heater making 1500 watts. And, you know, just a little area to hold tools and stuff. Every bit of this house is double ply windows with nitrogen on the inside. So these things are pretty well insulated. Plus we got curtains that goes over the top of it. Everything in this house is full of real pine wood. So back here on the back wall, got some storage for some socks, a safe, paperwork. I look up toward the ceiling. Here's a shelf that I made with the name of it, Tycoon, right there. Here's some storage that I keep right there, right here. Yeah, and it's got socks and clothes and stuff like that. So you'll notice about this RV door right here is it's actually just a normal RV door. There's nothing super special about it. It's the only uninsulated part of the house, which is why up top here I've got this electric curtain that I can roll down by simply hitting the switch. And that insulated curtain then rolls down. It's going to cover up the door. And then even on the coldest day, I am very much insulated. And you can push it up against the wall with magnets. That kind of holds it in place. Up top here, what you'll notice is a bed that comes down. This bed is designed by Happy Jag, and yeah, the whole thing comes down. And then right up there, I've got a queen size mattress that I can sleep on, and I'll put that back up. One of my favorite additions is this right here. Is it's a boat ladder, so I can easily get in and out just like that. Bam. Okay, so over here on this wall we've got kind of the storage area with some shoes, fire extinguisher. Under here I keep some appliances like a panini press and Instant Pot. Got my espresso machine and my coffee maker. Some papers up on the wall. This is where I keep utensils, canned foods. Here's my television, which I've got a clip your speaker hanging from underneath of that. Up top here, there's just more food storage. Over here, I've got my internet. This house has a couple types of internet. I've got a Peplink router right here. This little tiny thing talks to the 4G, 5G towers and gives me internet. Also right here I've got the Starlink. Starlink panel is sitting right outside. One of my favorite things about this house is the whole thing is made of real pine wood. The whole thing. There's not a single piece of fake wood in this house. One of my favorite things for sure. Then on the other side, this is where we actually have the kitchen. So I got an air fryer and sink, grill top, oven, microwave. There's a little vent to go outside. Some more storage up top here for more stuff. We come on over here. This cabinet's just storage, whatever I want. You can see there's chem lights falling out. You got some lights back here so I can shine. Yeah, pretty simple. Right here, this little guy is the 30 amp electrical panel. So, if I use too much energy in the house and one of the breakers trip, I have to come back over here and try. Many components in this house you run off of 12 volt. And that 12 volt all comes from down here. Down here is two very large marine batteries. And those things, yeah, they power most of the things in the house. There's another 12 volt battery up toward the front of the house, and that one's just used for the hydraulics and the water pump. Safety is very important to me. Right here is a propane and carbon monoxide detector. And alternatively over here, on top of the closet, is additionally a smoke detector, as well as a, when I say carbon monoxide detector. So here's the closet. You know, it's your average size closet. Keep my uniforms and other shirts, jackets up top, laundry down toward the bottom. I got a pretty average sized or mid-sized freezer and refrigerator. This thing runs off of 12 volts. So even when I disconnect from shore power, I still have power. The oven runs off of all propane, which I'll show you right here. Just like that. Alternatively, the oven does the exact same thing. The oven runs off of propane, but this oven sucks. It stops working all the time. Just for some reason it likes to shut itself off for safety reasons. It just makes it more of a pain in the butt than anything. We got a microwave. One of my favorite things about this house is listening to the numerous speakers I have. Right here I got a Clipsha center channel. Front right, front left. Out here to the back of the house, I've got a Bose with a 10-inch woofer and two tweeters. Another one over here. Right here I got a hidden speaker and another hidden speaker. Here's a subwoofer that I got. Another subwoofer, there's a car subwoofer right there, 10 inches. In the ceiling, there are 4 car stereo speakers. And outside, got another speaker that sits right there and over there.
The horse people that were always fighting?
Yeah, the chuds. What about them?
Well, don't tell anybody, but I'm working on a bioweapon to use against them. So I got this barrel of horse...
Having cabinets and drawers in an RV is always kind of interesting, because when you're driving down the road, it can fly open and let loose all of their contents. So every one of them has a handle, and it's also got a lock on it on the inside that kind of holds it up tight even when I'm driving. In total, there's 53 cabinets and drawers combination inside of this RV. All of them real pine wood. And here toward the back of the house, yeah, this is where I've got some cool stuff. This is my office. Here is the printer, some storage underneath of both the seats, my table right there, my 4K monitor, and my gaming PC. Got a light up there. Upon all my fish hooks are different hats I own. And this is the only slide out in the house. And to make this thing slide out, it's pretty simple. First I'm going to remove the Ethernet cable. Give that just a little bit of slack to slide out. Show you. I'm going to move over the mop. Going to pull out the cable just a little bit. And then to make that slide out, I just come over here, this handy dandy switch, press in, and the whole thing starts coming in. And then it goes back out. That simple. And what you hear right there is my clock getting the top of the hour. It's a fish clock, as you can see, because this is the fish house. Got some cool pictures, some artwork up in here. This back here is the dual bunk bed setup. I have tons of military gear, fishing gear, games, weaponry, hiking gear, all sorts of stuff. Some storage back here for additional things. Got a space heater back here at the end of the house. Underneath of this bed right here is some storage. That's where I keep the water pump, and that's where I keep the hydraulics to lift my house. Okay, and this is where we get to the bathroom. The bathroom of this RV is pretty small, but it still comes with a mid-sized shower, a sink with all the amenities that I could require, and finally, of course, a toilet. Now, this toilet is not like your toilet at home. You come up to the little pedal down here with your foot, just press that, and that flushes using gravity. There's a vent up top right here that can blow out air from any moist air that comes from the shower. Here's where you control the hot water heater. That's off, that's back on. This is where you control the water pump if you want to turn that on. I'm on shore water right now, so I don't have it on. And there's the lights, fan. A solid pine door. And so that's about it for the inside of my house. I think I've showed you guys just about everything. Okay, so here's the outside of the house. I'm gonna take you for a little spin around it. So first I want to talk about the slide out right here. This thing has these little metal tracks that it runs on. I've not had any reliability issues out of it. It is fully insulated just like the rest of the house, so that makes it really easy. This is the biggest window, double ply window, just like everything else, and that works really good. Down here on the bottom, surrounding the whole house, is aluminum siding diamond plate, and that way, in case I bump into something, it doesn't really damage the outside of the house. Now let's talk about that beautiful paint job. Have you ever seen a red RV? I think not. Beautiful red color. At least on this side, on the other side, not as nice. Got a 20-foot awning right there. Yeah, so come around here to the front of the house and you see that you have an angle. This is your freshwater hookup and your water that you can pump into the freshwater tank. This trailer holds 25 gallons of water. That's a heated water hose. This tire is usually attached. I took it off because I was messing with it. This little baby right here is the hydraulic lift, at least here on the front. It also lifts up the dual axles back here. These things, those tires right there, will lift up off of the ground. Yeah, you can see it's sitting on the ground because this is an ice house. It's a home, a tiny home. It's no RV. And that's a 2 5/16 ball right there. Got some propane. Here's 100 pounds to 30 gallons or pounds, excuse me. And that was just a little one, like a little propane one that I borrowed from my neighbor. This much propane, 160 pounds, will last me maybe 6 months, so a really long time. Now the waste side of the house. I have these stinky slinkies, 3 inches, hooked up to the gray water, and then here on the black water side, I've got a lift pump made by FlowJet, and that shoots it through a 3/4 inch hose all the way to the waste side over there. You'll notice on this side of the house, paint doesn't look as good. It's been a little bit faded by the sun. I have worked to polish it. I've not gotten complete on that job, so it's kind of pink on this side. Maybe in the future I'll fix it. Right here is my backyard. Got a fireplace, fire area, pit down there. That's a creek in the background, and that is mountains for miles behind me, and trees. Here is my electric hookup. This trailer wants 30 amps, so that's what I got hooked up to, even though this is a 50 amp outlet. Continuing along, this trailer measures 36 feet from this little back slide out here all the way to the front where the red stops. If you include the hitch up front, it's actually 40 feet long. And would you look back here, despite this thing being so long, I got another hitch and safety chain holders and a 4-pin hookup in case I want to put another trailer on the back of it, like that one. And this beast right here is what pulls it all. This is my 2004 GMC LLY Duramax. Tuned, deleted, powerful as fuck. It'll pull anything you ask it to, and it does a great job. I've got airbags on it, which you might be able to see in there. There's the airbag right there. And that's all controlled right here inside of the cab. I have the dash ripped apart because I'm working on the stereo right now. But here's the airbag controller. There's the tune switch right there. Make this thing more powerful when I need it to be. And this thing pulls it no problem. Love this truck. I got the extended cab short bed because, well, I like to park it in normal parking spots. Non-dually version. I like to park it, you know, I like to use it as a daily driver. It is my daily driver. So I don't want this big old dually that's long bedded. It hauls everything just fine. And since this isn't a fifth wheel, I got plenty of room back here in the bed to actually store stuff. And you get a fifth wheel, you can't store nothing back there. And you can see, that's my neighbor right over there. That is the mountain kind of behind, in front of my house. And yeah, that's my house. Okay, we're gonna go outside. This is my front yard. Got a tree out front, my grill, my Pelican cooler, my pickup truck's right there. This right here is my flower holder. And it's even got my address on it. And there's my beautiful house. We'll transition over here to kind of the front area of the house. Here's a shed. It is absolutely crowded in there, full of craziness, but I'll show it to you anyway. Here it is. Here's all my tools, my workbench, my sawhorse, other things that I own. It is a mess. That's the working area. Then here is my tiny trailer. Open that up right there. And here we are inside. Yeah, so I installed this shelf thingy myself, made of fully steel, connected to the wood floor. Yeah, I've got a propane storage holder right there. There's some fireworks in that box. And yeah, I made this net to go over things, so when I'm traveling it doesn't slide out. Down there is my generator. This is just random storage. Most of the stuff is emptied out into the shed. Here's my workbench. I built this myself. This is where I do all my tooling and stuff like that. Underneath of here, I got my water barrels. This right here would hold waste in the future if I needed that to happen. And then this one would hold fresh water with a pump that I got around here somewhere. Got a drill press, electricity. Back there I have all my chemicals and some batteries to run lights in here. Oh yeah, we should probably turn the lights on for YouTube. Yeah, there I got some chemicals and all sorts of different stuff that I might need. Motor oils, lubricants, paints, what have you. And that's about it for the shed. Excuse me, for the trailer. Out here on the outside of the trailer, I installed these little guys myself. I'm going to make these into a table. These are kind of the supports for the table that sit right there. Haven't finished it just yet, but this would be the aluminum ramp on the top of the trailer for the table. Got a ladder rack I installed. fully aluminum. And I got an aluminum box up here for holding tools for making my trailer run. So I'm walking here in the backyard, and I just want to say buying this tiny house or camper trailer has been the best purchase I've ever made. I have no regrets. I would do it all over again. I love having financial independence. I love being able to work on my own house that I can move wherever I want to, whenever I want to. And it's fun doing something a little bit different than other people do. And I think I've joined a cool community.